The calm morning air at Incheon Airport was suddenly filled with a quiet commotion that only the most observant armies could detect. Among the travelers and flashes of camera lights, two familiar silhouettes appeared, hidden behind masks, dressed in dark tones, walking side by side as if the world didn't even realize who they were. But the fans did. The whispers began to spread like wildfire across social media within minutes. Is that Jimin? Wait, Suga is with him. And just like that, the entire fandom was thrown into a spiral of excitement, curiosity, and endless theories. No official announcement. No prior schedule. No hint from HYB. Yet here they were, Jimin and Suga of BTS, casually caught on camera heading to what fans are now calling a mysterious destination. But what could possibly bring these two together, quietly, and without any media alert? Was it a secret project? A reunion? Or perhaps something more personal? The calm before the storm for weeks, BTS fans had been speculating about upcoming reunions, new projects, and the long-awaited moment when all 7 members would gradually make public appearances again. But this sighting was different. There was no press release, no staff entourage crowding behind them, and no visible HYB signage anywhere near their vehicle. Jimin and Suga looked effortlessly low-profile, both dressed in dark, comfortable streetwear, carrying their own bags, and moving swiftly through the airport terminal. Yet, even in such simplicity, their presence was magnetic. The moment a fan camera zoomed in, Twitter and Weverse exploded. "They're together again," one fan wrote with trembling excitement. "Where are they going? Why does it look like a secret trip?" Another posted, gaining thousands of retweets within minutes. And indeed, everything about that morning felt like a well-kept secret suddenly unfolding before everyone's eyes. A silent reunion that spoke volumes. Those who have followed BTS for years know how deep the bond between Jimin and Suga truly runs. Despite their differences in personality, Jimin being warm, affectionate, and emotionally open, while Suga often quiet and introspective, the two have always shared a unique understanding. Suga once described Jimin as someone who feels deeply and always gives his best, while Jimin has called Suga a hyung who understands me even without words. So when fans saw them together again, even in something as simple as walking toward the airport gate, emotions ran high. Some saw it as a reunion of two souls who had gone through everything together, from rookie struggles to global stardom. Others saw it as a possible hint of something big coming. Because when Jimin and Suga appear together, it rarely happens without a reason. What were they doing there? The question echoed through fandom spaces all day. Where were Jimin and Suga going? Some fans speculated it was for a private recording. Others believed it might be a shoot for a special project, perhaps something that ties to BTS's upcoming reunion phase after enlistment schedules. But then came another theory, one that sent shivers of excitement across ARMY forums. Some believed that the two were working on a joint documentary or a special music film. The way they carried themselves, casual but focused, seemed to suggest that it wasn't just a random outing. The images showed Jimin wearing a slightly oversized black padded jacket, paired with a bucket hat and mask, while Suga wore his signature beanie, simple black sweater, and matching pants. Minimal yet undeniably stylish, it was the kind of effortless look that screamed BTS, even in its quietest form. Their body language spoke volumes. Suga, calm and grounded, walked slightly ahead as Jimin followed with his usual gentle energy. At one point, cameras caught Jimin waving his hand casually, almost as if acknowledging fans from afar. That small, simple gesture was enough to melt the internet. Fans' emotional reaction. We missed them together. The emotional floodgates opened almost instantly. Fans from all corners of the world flooded social media platforms with heartfelt messages. Many shared clips, zoomed-in photos, and fan edits that celebrated the unexpected duo's airport appearance. "Seeing Jimin and Suga together again feels like healing," one fan tweeted. "It's been so long since we saw them side by side like this." Another fan wrote, "There's something comforting about these two. They don't even need to speak. You can feel the connection." Hashtags like hashtag Jimin and Suga, hashtag BTS at airport, and hashtag Yoongi Jimin reunion trended globally within hours. Fan accounts began posting timelines, comparing past trips where both were spotted together, like the time they left for a performance abroad or attended a secret recording in Los Angeles. This time, However, the mystery was even deeper in staff identification tags. No visible camera crews, just two BTS members, moving quietly, almost stealthily, as if guarding something precious. Could this be a new chapter? As the hours passed, new photos surfaced. Fans noticed that the vehicle they arrived in wasn't a usual HYBE van, but a private black car with tinted windows, suggesting the trip might be personal or confidential. Some armies believed it could be linked to a post-military reunion project, especially with Suga having completed his service duties earlier this year. Others went further, hinting at a collaboration, perhaps a mixtape sequel, or maybe even a surprise song for ARMY. After all, both Jimin and Suga have been known for their emotional depth in music, Suga with his introspective lyricism under August D, and Jimin with his heartfelt emotional vocals that reach straight into the soul. Could this airport sighting mark the beginning of something monumental? Something that brings back the energy of BTS's golden era, even if just through two of its members. The power of their presence even without a single word spoken to the press. The moment Jimin and Suga appeared, they dominated headlines. What's remarkable is that neither of them seemed to crave attention. They simply existed in that space, and the world noticed. It's a quiet reminder of how powerful BTS has become, not just as artists but as cultural icons. Their very presence creates a ripple effect that touches millions. And for ARMY, even a candid airport moment feels like a message. We're still here. We're still connected. Jimin, known for his warm personality, was seen slightly turning toward fans as they entered the terminal, while Suga, ever the composed figure, gave a small nod before disappearing past the gates. Fans described it as the perfect contrast between warmth and calm, a yin and yang dynamic that has always defined their chemistry. A timeline of speculation by noon that day. Online forums were flooded with theories. Some believed Jimin and Suga were heading to Japan for a private shoot. Others suggested Paris, a city that has become almost symbolic for BTS members in the fashion and art world. A few even guessed the US, perhaps Los Angeles or New York, for a collaboration or business-related project. That HYB remained silent, refusing to confirm or deny anything. And that silence only fueled the curiosity even more. Every fan knows that when HYB keeps quiet, something big is usually brewing behind the scenes. The legacy of Jimin and Suga's bond beyond the excitement and theories. What truly resonated with fans was the emotional significance of seeing these two together again. From the early trainee days in cramped dorm rooms to performing on the world's biggest stages, Jimin and Suga have shared countless moments of hardship, laughter, and growth. Their interactions have always been subtle, yet deeply meaningful. In documentaries, fans have often noticed how Suga quietly looks after Jimin, offering advice or gentle reassurance. While Jimin has always shown deep respect and affection for his older member, this airport moment wasn't just about travel. For many fans, it was symbolic. Two brothers walking side by side again, ready for whatever chapter comes next. Social media frenzy. From calm to chaos within 24 hours, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter were flooded with clips of Jimin and Suga walking through the airport. Some fans used slow-motion edits, dramatic music, and captions like, "the calm duo that shook the world again." Others turned the footage into memes, joking about how BTS members can't even go to the airport without causing a worldwide storm. But underneath the humor was genuine emotion. The sight of Jimin's soft smile hidden behind a mask and Suga's quiet confidence brought waves of nostalgia. It reminded everyone of the bond that BTS built, not just with each other, but with ARMY. Hidden clues? Fans think so, of course. No BTS sighting is complete without fans searching for clues. Some armies zoomed into the photos and claimed that Jimin was holding a notebook with a small logo that looked like a recording studio's emblem.